Hi, welcome back to the Dylan Rounds case. Welcome if you're currently here in the live chat. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to be doing a discussion about Dylan Rounds. We're going to continue on from that forum. I believe it's page 17 this time. We are closing in on the 24-page mark, so we'll see how things go, see if anything's been missed, any key information, key questions, anything that needs clearing up. We follow with that trend, okay? Also, if you haven't already, feel free to check out my previous video. We looked at an interesting new article in recent time, broke it down, analysed it. There'll be a link down below in the pinned comment section for you to watch that after watching this. And yeah, you can share your thoughts and opinions as we do go along today. Also, another thing I want to take a look at, and I'm not sure exactly what order I'll do it in. I'll probably start off with the main bit, well, not the main bit, but the little interesting part, just to see how things are, and that is the NamUS database record of Dylan Rounds. I've not viewed it for months. The last time I had a look at it was around the time of when we heard about the key fob being returned, you know, in the earlier days. That's when I looked at it and checked it, compared. Brief backstory behind that. The database profile record of Dylan, it was how it was. Then the police accidentally added on additional information on the public database, which shouldn't have been done. And then eventually it was retracted afterwards, and that was to do with the key fob, saying it was returned, right? So that's no longer there. But we're still going to take a look just to see if there's any updated information on Dylan's record, any details that have switched and changed for any unknown reason. There's no harm in doing that, right? When it came to the Kenny Veach case, you had to constantly check back, whether it be Kenny's profile, Kenny's ex-girlfriend's profile, just to see if there's any videos added, removed, any profile pictures changed, etc. You would have seen it maybe sometimes with some YouTubers out there. Who was it? There was some YouTuber called Shima, Luan, some kind of anime or cartoon creator, or someone that associated themselves with Danger Dolan and the crew. You probably won't know what that is. I think we're to cover like mysteries, or to cover top 10 this, top 5 that. And then that person called Shima was growing themselves. They were getting views, were getting subscribers, and then they just disappeared randomly and then never heard of again. And they've been active but very quiet in the background doing whatever. And at one point they changed their profile picture to like either the ground or some kind of gravestone where it looked like one, and then people started coming up with theories and trying to debunk what it meant, right? So it's that idea of just because something's gone inactive or something's gone quiet, there's no harm in checking back at these profiles and websites just in case there have been any changes made, right? No harm in that. Is there anything else to address or to acknowledge? Not really. I think people have been on good behaviour recently. Exception for Stoney. You know, with Stoney, the video earlier on will explain everything, okay? Stoney was like, yes, just please give it. Give. And it's like, calm down, okay? I mean, like, the more people that get whipped, the more it takes a toll on the belt, right? Maybe too many whips, it will break down and there'll be nothing left. Oh, what a shame. I'll have to get compensation. Oh my God. I hope this belt has life insurance. I really hope so, because if not, I'm screwed. I mean, this is the thing which makes me a very, very good, innocent boy, okay? 100%. Is that with this whip, it does not require blessings. Yes, you know what I'm saying. It does not require blessings. I just give them out left, right, and centre. You don't have to thank me all at once. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. But let's just put that aside. Yes, Dylan Rounds is still ongoing. Do I feel like it's time to switch mystery, switch case? I understand that there are other cases out there. I understand that there might be some popular ones and there were previous, but it's just one of those things where once I focus in on a case, that's what I do. up to the point where my body or where my mind cannot do any more valid videos, right? It might not always turn out for the best for some people, but it's just how I've done things, right? Ever since Kenny Veach, and then I move on to something else. I mean, oh wait, there's a balloon in the sky. There's like a heart-shaped balloon. Where's that going? That was random. I just saw some red thing in the sky approaching me, and I thought, oh my God, I thought it was a helicopter at first, but it was just a balloon. Oh no, not a balloon. Oh no, my God, US defense. Don't shoot it down, man. It's just a balloon, it's harmless. It's fine, there's no cameras in it, no spying, as if that could happen. Yeah, but I just feel there are still videos to do about Dylan. They might not be as long, right, to be fair, but I still feel there's things to cover. I didn't really take a look at that Johnny Yarborough video, the live stream with Ty Corbin. Wait, why is there another red balloon in the distance? Another heart-shaped balloon? That's weird. It's coming in the same direction as well. I wonder if I can show it on camera quickly before it goes. Can you see the balloon? Can you see it? Sorry about this like sudden jump in the video. It's just because I wanted to cut. Look, you can see a heart. There's a heart flying in the sky. Something definitely is in the air tonight. Oh no. Oh God, Mabel. Was that you sending that heart-shaped balloon? Mabel, it's gone, it's going. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Oh my God, that window's a bit dirty. Sorry about that, I just wanted to show it to you so you could see my point of view, if you wonder why I do ever get distracted. I mean, like, just kind of off subject. Well, kind of on subject when I have been trying to talk to you about the Dylan Rounds case. Some random stuff's happened, like whether it be a cat trying to chase a bird or a cat trying to chase a squirrel, and squirrels like bouncing all over the place and balloons flying by. I mean, I don't know what will happen next, to be honest. Who knows? Well, it's like that time when I was doing that video and then Jay Silverhill sent in a missile strike. Almost got blown up. Remember that. Don't worry, I've got it all documented in the Chronicles of Jay Silverhill's playlist. It's all there. It's all fine. But just as a little heads up, and I need to try and get a hold of the material to do a comparison. I do need to do at least one M-Cave Kenny Veach video very shortly. More of a comparison, a before and after one. It's kind of interesting what's been noticed. I don't know if people are still as focused on that case. I mean, one thing got to acknowledge, SB Vega's adventures. I was going to do an analysis of him in the past as a hiker analysis, because I've done it in the past with other people. SB has, I would say, helped keep the Kenny Veach cave alive, case cave alive, with him doing all these death hikes out there. He's done well. But this is the thing, it's a positive that as one individual was able to move on to another case, there was another person that stepped up or appeared, emerged, returned, whatever you want to call it. That's always good. That not that it always happens, but you know, where like you get into a case, into a mystery, you cover it as best as you can, and then you might move on for whatever reason, but at least there's always someone still around or someone that turns up to then take over, just to keep the case alive, because you can't be in all places at once, right? I saw No Thanks doing some live stream earlier, but I don't think it was to do with Dylan. But I don't know if it was him. I saw his face, but I'm not sure if he was doing a live stream whilst watching a past live stream of himself. I know some people do that as like React channels. It's a bit confusing at times because you don't know if the person in screen is the one who's live now or they're in the back. So that got a bit confusing. But the person's face, they looked a little bit rough again, or a bit emotional. I don't know about that. As for Pancakes, Pancakes has been quiet recently. He's not really done any live streams, but does anyone know? I'm sure he'll pop back up. Hence why, that's probably another reason factor to why there might have been a little bit of drama here and there recently here, right? Because where do other people go? They've got nowhere to go. I mean, joking, but it's just one of those things, but it doesn't happen all the time. So I think there's enough people probably in chat now. So I think we should move on to, let me just say welcome if you just joined. We're going to move on to the NamUS database of Dylan rounds, read through it, see if anything stands out, anything odd, anything strange. Why not? There's no harm. So here we are. As you see, we're on the NamUS page. And another reason to why I wanted to do this little video as well is to be able to provide a link down below as like a checkpoint system. Like instead of having to scour through old videos to try and find that one link to NamUS, I thought if I put the link in this video, then everyone will be able to find it a lot easier. And I'll provide it down below in the pinned comment section. Again, I remember in the past I did type it in and it brought me to the website, but it was a blank page, so it's like you needed a specific link to be able to access it in the first place, which is a bit odd. But never mind. Let's just look at now. Missing person, Dylan Jamie Rounds, male, white, Caucasian. Date of last contact, May 28th, 2022. That makes sense still. Missing age, 19. Current age, 20. I mean, it's kind of like with Kenny Veach, the way they update the age regardless, so that's good. Oh, it's weird the way it's... Okay. Case information, demographics, 19, yep. Male, height, 5'11", 6 foot, in brackets, 71 to 72 inches, weight, 95 to 145 pounds. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel that the height has been adjusted slightly. I'm sure last time when I looked, it was about 5'10" to 6 foot. Does anyone else remember that? Or has it always been 5'11"? So it tells me 5'10". It must be it has to be 5'10", because I remember people back then were putting the argument forward saying 5'10", 6 foot, so what? It's the same thing. And I was like, no, it's not. There is a difference. It must be the case, 5'10". Yeah, it has to be, because that's when Maria brought up about her being 5'10" and her being taller than most people. Yeah. So why have they adjusted the height now? Why? Because the way it's been described by, I'm sure, Candice Cooley in the past, he wasn't 6 foot. And I'm sure maybe Weezer, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you said Dylan was shorter, or you heard other people describe Dylan as being shorter than the measurements given on screen. As for the weight, 95 to 145, I don't think that's really changed. 145 pound, I remember, but the 95 pound, the range. If you were 95 pounds and you're about 6 foot and you're a male, you probably are quite underweight. 145 pounds, I guess you can get away with it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like UFC fighters and boxers, how they've got to cut weight, But the bit where it says in brackets 71 to 72 inches, like an additional alternative measurement, I don't remember seeing that last time. Ethnicity, that's the same. Circumstances. Day of last contact, May 28th. NamUS case created June 28th. Last known location, Lucin, Utah. County, Box Elder County. Missing from tribal land, no. Primary residence in tribal land, no. And also, in the chat, let me know any observations, if you've noticed anything odd, anything that's changed since you last saw this. Circumstances of disappearance. Dylan went missing under suspicious circumstances that is now being investigated as a criminal investigation. Dylan spoke with his grandmother on the 5th to the 28th, 2022, Saturday, and told her that he was putting his grain truck away and that he would call her back at a later time. Dylan did not call his grandmother back. He has had no other contact with his family. A substantial search was done of the vast desert in Lucin, Utah, but he has not been located at this time. The bit where it says a substantial search was done, is that true? Because the way it's been described by Candice Cooley with time, that wasn't quite the case. But then again, if the LE are creating this profile, I guess they probably will word it so it makes them look a bit better. Physical description: hair colour, brown. Head hair, body hair. Left eye brown, right eye brown. Distinctive physical features, no information entered. Clothing and accessories, no information entered. So still, even up to this point, they've just not bothered adding in the clothing, right? And that's really important, that even if you weren't 100% confident in what he was exactly wearing, you could just roughly say this is what he would normally wear, right? It just would have made things a bit easier. It just fills the whole picture. There's no point just adding a little bit to the jigsaw puzzle. You might as well complete it. Additional case info, transportation, 2015 Ford F-150. Style pickup, colour burgundy, maroon. Comments. Dylan's vehicle was found at his residence and later processed as evidence. I think this was the section where it talks about the key fob as well, but they've removed that. Okay, anything else? Images, documents. We've got 2 images there, which we've seen before. Nothing new there. Contact. This is all public. Dustin Driscoll. Oh, here we go. Zachary Moore, detective. No case contributors, no information entered. Additional case info, transportation. Oh, that just takes you to the different things, right? So from the looks of it, not too much has changed. Not much else has been added regarding updates, even though I guess things have been talked about publicly by Candice Cooley, such as, I guess, the phone being found in the pond and some other bits and bobs. Clothing not been added still. The one thing that has been changed or somewhat taken away to an extent would be the height measurement. Just a very small adjustment, right? But it at least shows that there's still log into it to maybe change it, possibly. I want to know your thoughts about it. Do you think more could have been done? You think more could have been added to this database? Yes? No? Is it lacking even up to now? I want to know your thoughts. Probably can do a poll. I know Tom Evans was missing the polls last time, so we'll do one now and feel free to vote. Now, what we'll do in the meantime, though, is continue the discussion about Dylan Rounds, and we'll head on over to that forum page and see what's being talked about. Here we are, and I think we're going to kick things off. Maria, get your granny emojis out, because Grandma Bear is here to leave a comment. June 28th, page 17. She says, so I'm still watching the Heavy D video in minutes here, and there has a lot to do in life yet. So Mom is saying, as we know, that he never called Grandma back Saturday, so she got Don Sunday to go check on him, and he went and reported the truck was locked. We can't tell if his guns are in there. He hasn't been here. Well, so Don's reporting that the truck was locked, but then Candice Cooley said that Don and the likes of Brenner never went out searching in the first place, right? Like, this is the thing. It's just these little points, okay? If it's truly confirmed that Don Haley and Brenner didn't bother searching for Dylan, that's a bit of a red flag, right? Normally, you don't get involved is because you don't care, which could mean that as well, you just don't want the person to be found because you might be responsible. And the likes of Brenner, the main suspect, okay? The main one focused on and supposedly the only one. It'd make sense to why he wouldn't go searching for Dylan, because if he did and found Dylan, then he basically incriminates himself. I mean, what they could have done was at least try and pretend to search, put a little bit of effort in to reduce the heat level, act a little bit as if you care. But, these people weren't thinking like that, so it makes them more suspicious. And for some, they just screw themselves over, right? In a way, it's probably a positive, because if the police couldn't get the job done, then the criminal has to do themselves in some way or another, slip up. You get what I'm saying? Let's move on. First, it is plural with guns, and at first I thought she meant in the camper, but she might mean in the truck. She also started out saying the camper when Don got there, as if she was going to say the camper was locked or something with the camper, but then switched to the truck. Maybe nothing, but is there a reason the guns at that point already were focus, and was the camper locked like the truck or not? And would you keep 2 or more guns in the truck, or did she mean the camper? Okay. Is there much you can analyse from this? I assume they're talking about Dylan Round's gun here. Am I saying guns? I thought Dylan only had one gun on him. The shotgun. Wasn't that... Was that shotgun of Dylan's found at Dylan's farm, or was it in Idaho? Can anyone confirm? Because it was very vaguely worded in a very wonky way back then. So then they got a hold of Jim and both went and looked again. What? Mom gets called from best friend JD on Monday saying grandma etc. are looking for Dylan, and asked the mom if she heard that or from the grandma, and she hadn't. From Saturday night until Monday, got out there. Monday, the mom, Don and Jim had supposedly been looking for Dylan. Mom says, what? Grandma didn't call Don until Sunday, so why would the two have been looking for him since Saturday night, supposedly, per mom? Right. Bit odd. I don't really have a point. I guess just watching it, even though it is from a couple of weeks ago, and commenting on these things also puts it in the record here and for discussion, etc. somewhat. I'm surprised they get right out there and say, starting with Heavy D, that maybe Don and Jim were at the shop shed when Dylan brought the grain there and something happened from there, and the two are pointing towards town as in something out there. Just a very quick question, okay? It might have been mentioned before, but there's no harm in reiterating it. So Brenner said he was in his trailer all throughout Friday, following into Saturday, and then eventually 2:30 p.m. exited his trailer and then was supposedly going to go on to Don's for the barbecue. Does anyone know what Don Hately was doing on Saturday? Was he preparing his barbecue all day? Did he leave his trailer at any point? Does anyone know? And once again, I just want to bring it back up, but that comment called Bounce recently said that because I was pointing out Lucin Hill, or a hill which is Don's land, but the person's either talking in third person or talking on behalf of Don, said that if anyone goes out there, he will press charges. Do you remember that account recently, what I showed you last night, the blue profile called Bounce? Who are they? The account was created in 2022, so it could be fake. I just want a little bit of focus on these little things so they don't go under the radar, right? Not that we have to get deep into these talking points, but just at least acknowledge them to try and understand. What do you have here? I don't think I would call this a huge update, though. Huge update. A major update has been revealed in the case of a missing farmer who mysteriously disappeared. Weird run-in with a man on dirt found. That's to do with Chase Venstra. That's an old update, so don't get too worried about that. Regina says perhaps the grandmother called Don twice, Saturday night, at which time he went to Dylan's alone, and again Sunday morning, at which time Don got Jim and they were together. Okay. Does anyone know what Don was doing Saturday night? Does anyone know? Has anything been talked about regarding that? It looks like it's an idea here, more of a theory that maybe it was late at night. I just don't think they would bother. That's what it tells me. I mean, even though Brenner is being treated as the main and sole suspect, even if Don Hately is innocent, I just can't seem to picture him going out there searching for Dylan. It might sound a bit bad, that, but it's just the first thing that comes to my head, you know. Grandma Bear says, definitely not the best article. They say he was last seen working on his farm, and that isn't true, is it? Seen working? Don't think so. Well, let's just see what's been... Oh, no, it's still that one. Well, the bit where it says Dylan was last seen working on his farm, you can acknowledge that and say, well, that's what he was last seen doing. He was last heard of making contact with the grandmother via the phone, a phone call made and hearing Dylan's voice and the phone ping here near the the gate near the grain shed. But when someone physically last saw Dylan, or you could say assumed, we should probably word it like that, the last time a couple saw Dylan, supposedly, and assumed it was him, was Dylan at his farm doing his seeding at night, Friday, 11:30 to 11:45 p.m, right? So it does apply, technically speaking, providing that's how it's mentioned here, right? Anything else? They say he didn't give the strange man a ride, Chase Venstre, and thought it was wrong, as some say he did. Maybe family's reward is $20,000, but I just saw $100,000 last night, although I didn't watch or read on it, so I don't know who offered it. I agree, nothing much new in it at all. Yeah, it's 20,000 at the beginning. That's when Kurt, I was, do you know what? What the hell? I said, I was combining Dirt Mound with Kurt, so I called him Dirt. Oh, fuck. What I should have said was the $20,000 reward money was in the beginning when Justin went down to Montello and I guess put signs up or spread a bit of awareness. And then upon leaving, that's when Kurt was opportunistic with the psychic reading, with maybe hearing it from Brenner as an idea or something, drumming up to talk about Dylan, the hostage situation in Montello by Aviles and Venstre being responsible, which was a false call, but it could have been a decoy, okay? So that's the little relevancy behind that. It was going to go up to 50,000. Candice Cooley wanted it to. Justin thought, no, we'll go up to 100K, and that's what happened. So it looked like Justin had the final say, the final word when it came to money. So I assume that maybe Justin has more money than Candice Cooley, so that's why Justin had the final say. But as we've heard, it's now 200,000, but I don't think it's been fully put in place yet because of legal reasons and I guess conditions and stuff, just like with Heavy D and his crew, because they're the ones that have put the money up or suggested it, right? But yeah, not too much has changed there with the money situation. Grandma better. Boy, it has been a few weeks ago, but she came right out in Heavy D as if Don and Jim were behind things. She said they were intentionally pointing elsewhere, nothing happened out there, and with the gate shut or locked, boots in wrong direction, etc., as if to throw things off. So, I guess Grandma Bear, her comment earlier back then was just briefly touching upon it, but then after learning more about the case and watching newer videos at the time, her opinions, observations have changed. So that's why we're seeing people change as we go along, right? I'd say if foul play, they are two at the top, no doubt. Another possibility is the barefoot man, Chase Venstre, but I have to wonder who said he was looking for a way back to Dylan's another day or asking about him. That keeps coming up. Regardless of alibis, it keeps popping up about Chase supposedly asking about Dylan, wanting to meet up. Then there's the bar owner, who I think is also the guy who gave the info about him being abducted, Kurt Wadsworth, and held at someone's home, and may also be the one with the piece of equipment back home. I heard that all, but it is a bit confusing, so I may have it wrong as far as one, same on all. Finally, of course, are the squatters that seem to appear out of nowhere and / or are complete strangers. Not done with Heavy D video yet, working on other things and coming and watching a few minutes here and there. Okay. Follows it up saying, so in this Heavy D video, at about 20 to 21 minutes in, they show the last known location with an arrow to the boots area and point to the grain truck too, which is on the outside of the shed. And what? Tarped or what? I guess, though, he took it over there to put it in a building. And at first, I thought this is probably Google Earth and not at the time showing the grain truck and locations of the boot, but it seems to be flying coverage early on. Well, if there's any confusion there, Dylan supposedly parked his truck in the grain shed successfully, but then when it came to June the 2nd, post Dylan's disappearance, and the police out there on site, June the 2nd, Brenner walked into the grain shed. He got into the grain truck, which would have been evidence, almost like a crime scene. He drove it out, so then he could access the grain shed more easily and put rubbish or items, whatever it may be, in bin bags, about 4 to 8 bags, and then took it out of the grain shed and then went on elsewhere at another point in time to dispose of them. And the police sat back and didn't question anything. So, and as well, Brenner didn't reverse the grain truck back in the grain shed. It was just left out exposed. So when it gets to the time of when Heavy D visited for the first time with his little crew, that's why they did the flyby and noticed the grain truck out of the grain shed, right? Does that make sense? At least Brenner's responsible for that. Anything else here? Don't get me wrong, I guess he may not have had a tarp, etc., but the grain truck with seed that needed to be protected was outside. Not close up enough photos to tell me the tarp or what. Or maybe this was early, but after the fact, so they pulled it out, and a few vehicles and more than a few tractors or pieces of equipment outside everywhere. Yeah, well, we've cleared that up basically with what I said. Regina, yes, the mother said that there are squatters in the whole valley, which among other things is an utterly absurd notion just to begin with. And the way I see it, if anyone's a stranger in this scenario, it's her. Oh, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I remember that. I remember when Heavy D was talking to Candice Cooley for the first time, and I think Heavy D said, so where's that grumpy old guy, or where's that squatter at? And Candice Cooley was saying, yeah, over that hill, over in that distance. Yeah, if you look across the valley, there's a load of squatters and people camped out here in trailers and stuff. And it's like, wait, hold on. This is described as a ghost town with about 3 to 4 people. So why, I'm having a bit of a breakdown now. Why aren't the numbers of all those squatters included in the population of this area then? You get what I'm saying? Was Candice Cooley lying about all those squatters being out there? Because I didn't see any personally. Did any of you in the chat see other squatters out there at a point in time? Because the way it's always been referred to as Luton is it's quiet, hardly anyone around, and that's just how it is. Interesting. Guess who? Usually squatters gather in areas that have resources nearby. Not always the case though. Unless she's talking about people camping on the nearby BLM land. Those aren't squatters though. They have as much right as any of us to be there. It's public land for that very thing. In fact, she referred to one person in particular who apparently lived on the grain shed truck property as a squatter. James Brenner, also known as Jim Brenner. Guess who? If that is the case, then they could oust him from their property if they so desired. The owner can, if the person is not an established renter, then it's not quite as easy, but that means they had permission at least at one point. Okay. Kimster. Oh, Ash, it's the administrator. I never knew that. The squatter has been arrested by the FBI on a firearms charge. Looks like he has a long criminal record too. Brenner. I do also realise this may not be really easy to do if the area is vast. Finally, it might be getting somewhere. I understand that Ellie refers to him as a squatter, but I'm still not convinced. Anyway, I thought Jim had already been arrested on an outstanding warrant, although I suppose I could be thinking of the man in the desert, whom I know differently. Okay. She must not be named. Either Don or Jim was already arrested on a warrant. I can't remember which one, but thought it was Don. He was released shortly thereafter. Is James Brenner the same Jim? Yeah, they do mention a DH, Don Hately, who was a friend of Brenner's. Don, yes, correct. ETA, never mind, it was Jim that was arrested before on a warrant. This is supposedly a new and different warrant, and yes, Jim James is the same person who lives squats on the property. Yep. Anything else? June 30th, 2022 by Jeremy Harris, breaking news, has filed charges against a man who was squatting on the property where Dylan went missing. Okay. 59-year-old Brenner is currently in custody in Box Elder County, as charged last week with the state firearms charges, and he was also charged last year for allegedly beating an elderly person. Yeah. Defendant attacked an elderly victim, beat him, knocked him to the ground. Defendant then kicked the defendant and started beating the victim. Yep. Family reward up to 100k. criminal. It's good how they're including the media now. So instead of just links to go and watch it, they've provided photos as well, so you can just refer back to it quickly. We need to find Dylan and get some answers for his family. If you have any information, okay? What's this? Collect the family-funded $100,000 reward for direct information that leads to the safe return or recovery, I assume of Dylan Rounds, arrest and conviction of the person responsible for Dylan's disappearance. Call one of the numbers below. So it's a two-way thing. You gotta be able to do both, right? And then I guess you get the money. I mean, the concept, the idea of justice, the person being convicted, that seems to be quite high, even without Dylan's body. So ultimately, it's just finding Dylan's body. And then once you've done that, then it all ties in together, and then whoever gets the reward money. I mean, look, this is the thing. I know people have been saying with time, it's because people are doing it or in for it for the money. I think people were linking that with the drama and the dodgy behaviour in the Dylan Rounds community and kind of outside of it by certain YouTubers, channels and people having a go at one another, attacking each other because of that competitiveness for the reward money. But it's like, if that's the case, then all that drama and attacking is completely unnecessary and a waste of time. Because if these people were really desperate or were really passionate to get this reward money, then you'd think they'd be out there and loosing 24/7, desperately trying to find Dylan so they could get that money. But they've not. Like pancakes. Yes, he's been out there, but not excessively, right? Jim Terry, he's not even been out there. Doug, not even been out there. Zavgirl, not even been out there. Tyler Feller, not even been out there. So if there is any drama between any of those, it can't be because of going out there, because they've not been, or not been as much, right? The ones that have been out there more than probably any other people would be Ty Corbin, would be Lance Kelly, but that's because they're kind of within the area where they live, so it makes a bit more sense. Does anyone know if there'll be any more attempts made by people, other YouTubers, to try and go out there to loosen? You know, is anyone going to try and risk it, considering Candice Cool in that recent interview saying that the new landowner of the Grange will press charges against people if they do trespass? Do you think there'll be any more people going out there? We'll do a little poll right now. But any public searches, general public people going out there despite the claims and the, what do you call it, threats? Warnings? Yeah. Squatter, okay, full document. He's reading here. Amazon? Weird. Regina. First, thanks for clearing that up about Jim's arrest just prior to the most recent one. We do appreciate it. Indeed, I think Don Haley is most certainly Don, yeah. Very interesting to me. He's described as a neighbour of Jim's. True. Now, there's a motorhome where I was thinking that one or the other, Jim or Don, lived. Hadn't noticed a trailer, but taking a closer look, I see what looks to be a fifth wheel situated between the shelter, building and motorhome. And so now I'm thinking that Jim lived there, and I'm wondering whether Don might have lived in that motorhome. No. I understand that the warrant describes Don as a Lucin resident, but still. He was elsewhere, nearer to the pond, but west, I think. Ari. Whether Jim's a squatter, there's still info I'd need to know to be able to conclude that for myself, and the warrant doesn't make it any more clear except to state that he doesn't own any of those 3 parcels of land. By the way, I don't understand how 2 adjacent parcels of land is relevant. Ari, the rifle story from Don Haley, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So this is where I'm at. Don owns the trailer, and for some reason, that's unknown even to Don himself, the original rifle owner, left the rifle. I don't think he was the original rifle owner, unless this is talking about something completely different. Maybe we'll explain it more on the next page. As said, if you look at these responses by people and you think, oh, they seem a bit confused, they seem a bit lost, it's because This is their actual responses way back then when they started first hearing about all this information coming out. So they were trying to make sense of it. We're like looking back at the archives, and once again, I do feel like at times some interesting points have come up and questions. So such as today, one of the main topics, questions, themes, is about Don and Jim, going out there Saturday night, which was mentioned by one of the individuals further up the page. Never heard of that before. Have you? Right, so now what we're going to do is just have a brief little cool down period. If you are joining right now, welcome to this video. Welcome to those that are in the background. If you want to hear more about Dylan Rounds, the discussion and the focus on that, make sure to rewind to the beginning and watch it from there if you want. We're going to briefly take a look at the maps right now. We're in Burley, Idaho. We'll continue that trend. As you remember, we're looking at the motels, but the thing is, I do feel like we probably have looked at a few of them in the past, a bit of a balancing act. So what about if we type in bar? Don't think we've looked at a bar in Burley. The Boathouse Big Bar, of course. It's better than anything. Oh, but we've got BJ. BJ's 19th hole. Ooh, you've been through a few holes. You're experienced with BJ's. Wow. Now, it could be interpreted one of two ways. It could be BJ Lover. Oh no, I think I said that wrong. I think I said that person's username wrong. Ooh, that's a bit awkward. No, but there was a person, I think on Jim Terry's channel, but I think they might have crossed over onto my channel at one point, called BJ. Like literally the letter B and then J after it. Did they have a dodgy username? Is it abbreviated for something else? Maybe, or maybe it's their name. I don't know, but I'm sure you can come up with your own ideas. Joseph, don't get too carried away with yourself. So, really, oh my God, I've just realised we've got Spud Cellar Lounge. Oh my God. We were talking about the potato pickers recently coming along like little goblins. Oh my God. We've got some very interesting places here. I think we need to look at BJ's 19th hole. Bella V, you better be watching this and taking notes. Okay? Oh yeah, we've got a nice entrance to the BJ bar. Okay, a little flower pot. Yeah. Don't know what that is, like brushes. Okay, kitty cats. Kitty cats, are you ready for BJ? Always make some time for BJ. No one under 21. Wait, is this supposed to be a dodgy place or? Oh, okay. So you get some balls at BJ. You get some Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Light. Ew, that's weak ass shit. Come on, you gotta go heavy. Gotta go hard. All in. Your little goodie bag. Little sports cap. Some purse or wallet, 2 sets of balls, and some food as well, chips and something else. It looks a bit shit, that, to be honest. Idaho, what's your sport? Kent War, sales associate. Right, what's that got to do with BJ? Bill Wickle. Okay, I don't understand. Right. Ah, that's why it said hole. You got to get your ball in the hole. Right, I understand that. I thought it was like some kind of gathering inside. Some plants. Great. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, there's Ellenberg trying to take a selfie. Ellenberg, you got it the wrong way. You need to flip the image round so you can see your face. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. My name's Bella V. I'm doing videos, live streams every day. And a place like this, BJ's, I've got a lot of experience with that. You see me when I've stuffed my mouth with all that food while I've been trying to talk. You see my hands get all messy. It's not the first time. Just saying. But yeah. I mean, can we find Wes? Is Wes here? Wes Stump? Wes, where are you? I mean, that could be Wes in disguise with a beard. We know he's got a moustache, but he could be wearing a beard to try and blend in. You know, that's always a possibility, right? Anything else going on? BJ's specials. That guy's already got it inserted into his mouth. Is there like a little ritual here as well? Where when you do get a beer bottle or a Coca-Cola bottle, you've got to like drink it but shove the bottle further into your mouth, maybe? I don't know if there's like some kind of ritual that goes on here, but looks a bit dodgy. Any more images? Cheers to 30 years. Okay. Oh, we got a golf cart. Yeah, make sure you don't run over anyone. Christmas, a little bit out of date. Oh, we got the tacos. Oh my God, they look shit. Oh my God, they're the shittest tacos I've seen. I've never really eaten tacos. I'm not Jamaica. I'm not a Mexicano. I mean, some people have said that I look Spanish at times in the past. If anyone's listening right now, there was a time where a couple of people in real life said I look like a Mexican drug dealer, which is interesting. But yeah, we've got a selection of dips. Always good to have a dip pick at times, you know. Okay, so Campos Tacos, don't know where she's at. She's probably hiding away in the shadows. As for Miss Canada, don't know where she's at either. But have you noticed the pattern? With all these like people keep popping up. You got Miss Canada, you got Stoney, you got Bella V, you got American Honey, and they're all wearing glasses. But how many of those people are wearing glasses correctly without them being wonky? I mean, that's the definitive answer we need to try and find. Is there anyone else in the chat that wears glasses or like sunglasses, just like sunglasses? And do you wear them at a dodgy angle or do you wear them straight? What's your opinion on that? Joseph, what are you doing over there? Let's move on. Let's just think. Did we do an observation on the spot? No, we can't do an observation on the spot because I don't have the image to pop it up with. Oh well, I'll do it at a later point. I've noticed another observation with Bella V, okay? But what do we have here? Never forget heroes, okay? What the fuck is that? What the hell's this? Oh God, there's a knife as well, still on the plate. Maria, please don't touch the knife. I know, Maria, your hands are soft. But you know, you don't want to be picking up such a sharp blade. No. Not that I'm worried that you'll harm yourself. I'm more worried at where it will be pointing. Yeah, Maria? Yeah, you can impress Mr. Bundy? Anyway, why are we going there? But look at this bowl. My God. So basically, you got all this colourful, healthy stuff. Ew. And then a fucking bag of crackers. Oh, no. It's still in the packaging. So what? You just pick up the food. Oh, yeah, I'll just pick this up, pick that. Oh, yes. You get the crackers as well. Yeah, I can really taste the plastic. I feel like a fucking turtle choking on plastic. It's around my neck. God, I'm in the ocean. Where's Dory? I don't know. I want to get bit by the sharks, man. Oh, my God, Nemo. I hope you're okay. I don't want you to drown. Why would you drown? You're a fucking fish. Oh, my God, I'm an expert tonight. What the hell is that liquid? What the hell? That yellow one down there is very dodgy. I think it must be some... I don't want to say it. I've not said it for a while. Oh, no, we don't want to start the trend. It might be punchy. Oh, God, the juice is back. What do we... We've got a big sign there saying BJ's. Okay, that's great. Really welcoming. Okay. I mean, what? Everyone turns up with the trousers half down the legs. That would be very awkward, that. Like, do you imagine if people thought that's what it was for? So they come up here and like, hey there, cowboy. I'm ready right now. And everyone looks and thinks, I think you've got the wrong idea. And they're like, oh, well, I'll be damned. Still offering it, man. I'm ready. Oh, God, that'd be fucking awkward, that. Interesting. Okay, that's the first somewhat normal piece of food I've seen. Some little munchies. Yeah, Maria, got the munchies. You want some? Little pickles. Ew. No, pickles, it's gherkins. Or is it the same thing? I don't know if it's American language. I don't know. Tomatoes. Yeah. Isn't that right, Fast Daddy? I'm using correct American terminology. Tomato. Yes. as we would say tomato. But why would you have onion? Why would you have, what are those things? I forgot. Why my brain dying on me? Mushrooms. Why do you have mushrooms on a burger? Oh, not the soggy stuff. No, flick those mushrooms off right now. Just like how that fake Brooke account flicked Jim Brenner's beans off. Get rid of it now. Yeah, Stony. Oh, fuck off, Stony. I don't care if you like mushrooms. I'll scrape the whole mushrooms off and I'll shove it into your mouth all in once. You want that? You want the mushrooms? Yeah. I mean, there was one time, is it spinach? I think it was spinach, all that green fuzzy stuff. And I actually grabbed a massive clump of it and put it all into my mouth at once. And it felt like a hairball. I was retching, I was gagging more times than Joseph when he had the ball rammed in his mouth. I was like, ugh, all over the place, okay? I managed to swallow it in the end, but it fucked me up. Ugh, disgusting. Felt like hair, more hair than the kitty cats. Okay. Fuck me, mate, Corona. Don't think we want that right now. What's this? A burger with some other meat on it, was it? I don't know, there's some weird stuff going on here. And flowers as well. Are they edible? Don't know. Oh, look, it's pink. Favorite pink. Inky. Tainted ink. Yeah. Look, girl, you got some pink juice. You want to sip on it when you're playing your little gaming sessions? Yeah, you're going to try and become #1 champ on, I don't know what the fuck you call it, that game, because I just having a complete meltdown at the moment. Apex, yeah, you want to become #1 on Apex Legends. You drink that juice and it'll probably make you a better person. You probably got secret powder. It's probably, oh my God, tainted dick. Don't tell me already. Yeah, you got your bingo callings, your bingo balls bouncing about, and tainted ink and your fucking supplies and your cosmetics and I don't know what you're talking about, and the clothing. Yeah, tainted pink. Don't even try and hide it. I know you're sponsored by G Fuel. Yeah, G Fuel powers the mind and body when it comes to gaming. No wonder why your FPS have dropped so slow, because you've taken an overdose of the fucking caffeine, but everything feels so slow. But when you're playing the game, you don't know where you are, man. Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, oh my God. My God, tainted ink. Ooh, got a little green ball there. What is that? Avocado? Don't know. What do we have here? Some more plants. Great. Truck with no wheels. That's exactly what you need. BJ's welcome the class of 1992. 30 years of BJ's. Wow. Probably big cleanup job. Oh my God. What's that? Oh no, they got a little towel as well. That's not enough. No, that's not going to be enough. What do we have here? Some orange juicy, some fresh juice, and some mangled food there with some onion, and some shit salad with fucking dip, and that's pale as well. My God, that's more dead than my skin colour on my hands. You saw how pale they were earlier on. Guy looks like I've seen a ghost. Is that it? Are the images? Oh man, is that really it? Oh God, we found some very interesting places. We need to go to the Spud Cellar. We need to look at infiltrate salty pancakes and these little pancake pickers. Okay? Where you at, man? Yeah, well, I'm just in the bar. I'm just chilling. That's why I've not been doing any live streams. I've just been hiding. I just don't know. I think I need a drink. You do that. Wow. Look at that beer. It's served really well. As the Spanish people say. As the Spanish people would say, Maria Cervezo. Cervezo. I sound like I've got a lisp. Oh, well. Yeah, man. Weezer. Yeah, Weezer. Don't worry, Weezer. I'm not going to infiltrate you this time. Don't worry, man. I'm not going to, question or interrogate you. It's all okay. Can you fetch me a beer, please, Weezer? Yeah. Thank you. Come on, let's move on. What do we have here? Where's the potatoes? Summer concert. Oh no, who's singing? Jordan Shaw, Devon Taylor, Ellie Mae, Cliff Miller, Front Porch Flavor. What? Front Porch Flavor. What have you got in your porch? Aaron Galoy, Heath Clark, Gavin Tyler. Oh my god, Tyler! Oh my god, Tyler's appearing in the thing! Oh my god, Tyler! Can I have your autograph, Tyler? Oh my god. We got Clifton Hunt, Barton and Buller, Spike Coggings. Interesting. Auden Gred. Yeah, Auden Gred. Really rough on the throat area. Fucking hell. My god, Alan Berg. Gred. Devin Tyler. Oh my god, Tyler. You're such a slut. You're paying more times than the other boys. My god, Tyler. Barton and Buller again. Fuck. The Spud Lounge. Free music. Bring a lawnmower. Oh, bring a lawn chair? What is it? Bring a lawnmower? Oh, God. And bring a blanket. Or a blanket. Yeah, that's good. Do not tease me, okay? I'm sorry, I don't have a blanket. Oh, I wonder why. Because of Bella V stealing my red royal robe. She said that I'm an anaconda, but I was originally a fucking king cobra. No longer now because my crown has been dethroned. But don't worry, Disney princess, Disney Plus Maria Moschano has stepped up to the throne. She can become Elsa, oh no, you know, let it snow? No, don't worry, Maria. You don't have to let it snow because my hair's fucking full of dandruff at the moment. It's already fucked. It'll be a fucking avalanche anytime soon, man. Gotta step back. God, the likes of Tom Evans, the likes of Linda with all the snow they're experiencing, they don't want to be anywhere near me. There'll be a fucking avalanche. Will give the black PTSD flashbacks. What did I say? Spud. Oh, I thought it was Spudalicious. There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood, Wes. Oh, look at that, trying to be all hippie-like. Yeah, let's have some fucking metallic stuff in my mouth, as if the blood isn't enough. Yeah, I really want to taste the metallicness. Yeah. Okay. Waste of time, that. Spud. Okay, what does it say then? Spud Cellar Lounge, Monday, Saturday. Events. Jonathan McEver music. Tyler. Oh my god, Tyler keeps getting about. Finally, we're on to the menu. I know a few people would have been excited for this. Okay. Samplers. We're not even getting onto the main thing. We're just some little piss poor samplers. My god, it's like the fucking rejects coming into the live chat now. Oh, sorry, man. I was too busy supporting other channels in between. Let's see what it says. Boneless hot wings, chicken strips, finger steaks, popcorn shrimp. Oh, God. Fried pickles. Ew. Fried cheese curds. Fried green beans. Maria, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the healthy greens and veggies and some fucking fatty food for a fatty-ass bitch. Yeah. What else do we have? Fries. Tots. We got the tater tots. The totting tots. Yeah, and onion rings. Pick 2, $15. Pick 3, $18. Oh my god, this is overpriced. This is really overpriced. Snake bites. Oh, snack bites. Oh my god, what's going on with my wording tonight? Pretzel bites. 7. Mac and cheese bites. 7. Okay. Wraps served with kettle chips. Why are you putting chips in a kettle? Chicken bacon ranch. 13. Buffalo chicken. Southwest chicken. Philly cheese steak. Yo, foo, in the US, we're in the hood. We do things differently, we go rough. You don't know what it's like to be brought up in this neighborhood, man. You don't know what it's like. You've not been through this. You can't handle the truth, man. I've been through a lot of drive-bys. I've been through a lot of stabbings. I've been burnt left, right, and center. I've been kidnapped. I've been dumped in the river. You don't know what it takes, man. You don't know what I've been through. Fool, you need to learn. You need to learn the streets. You need to be more streetwise. You need to know what to do and how to defend yourself. Fool, yo, follow the train. I'm number 9, number 13. Calm down, boy. Selfie time. Yeah, my god, it's shaky. Glitter Galaxy, what are you doing? Yes, we've seen that. Oh no, oh, we're finally on the main menu. About time. Okay, now the main menu is the same price as the fucking fillers. Oh my god, what's that noise outside? Spud nacho, served on fries or tots. Yeah, I want my tots. Buffalo chicken. Chicken, green onion, mozzarella cheese, a pepper jack cheese. Buffalo is the blue cheese in the ranch, the Philly cheese steak with $15. Steak triple cream mozzarella, cheese, green onion. Very nice for a good price.
Oh, pulled pork, $14, pulled pork, cheddar cheese, very good green onion, barbecue sauce, very good burger Sunday sandwich, served with fries and tots, pot, onion rings, $2 hamburger. My God, cheeseburger, man, barbecue pulled pork. I think I'm going through the 50 Shades of Wrath at the moment. Oh, I'm choking as well. That's not good. Trash nachos. That's not a good way to sell yourself, is it? Okay. Street tacos. Yeah, we're gonna do it on the street. Isn't that right, American honey? Get on the fucking street now! Yo! Is there anyone on the streets right now? Any people on the streets? Throw your hands up. Come on, get your fucking gang signs up. Come on, you can do it right now, man. No one's gonna take you out. There's no hits. There's no hits here. Who's the kingpin? Who's owning the streets? Who's the leader? Who's the right hand man? Yeah, Maria. Oh my God, Maria and a gang. Yeah, Maria, come on. Oh my God. Let's move on quick. Oh my God. Yeah, man. We're gonna do skateboarding. Yeah, I broke my ankle. Fuck. Okay, starters. My God, how many menus do we have here? It'll take forever. Choose between fried green beans, ultimate nachos, fried cheese curds, fried mushroom. Oh no, I'm not having that. Quesadilla. ¿Dónde está quesadilla? Yes, Glitter Galaxy. Yeah, you don't need to make them this time. You can buy them instantly. I wonder if Shack Lady's going to pop in. You know, the Shack Lady only seems to pop in when we're looking at the food, right? Okay. Baskets. Yeah, let's bring a basket. Oh my God! Yeah, it's like the Disney movies. I really want to hold a nice wicker handmade basket and collect a lot of daisies and flowers. Do a little daisy chain, look really cute in the process, and then just collect them in a basket. Then go home to mom or my stepmoms, because I know there's so many stepmoms in the chat right now, and then share them out. And maybe if I'm on really good behavior, I get to serve some cookies and milk. My God, so lucky. Okay. Finger, okay. Salads, Southwest avocado, honey mustard chicken, turkey. Yeah, where's Stephen the turkey handler at? Shout out to Missing Remote, who's appeared in recent time. But where's Stephen? Stephen! How's your turkeys? Are the turkeys okay? What's this? Same picture. Comfort Classics. Classic pot roast, and not that type of pot, Stoney. Top sirloin, okay. Monterey shrimp pasta. Butterball turkey. Yeah, we're gonna do some ball. Jalapeno. Yes, jalapeno. Oh my God, Maria's missing the accent on the N. My God, Maria, get offended. Do something. Triple decker. Yeah, I want to deck my club. As the Australians say, right on, mate. Just been checking out my deck. Not that one, but the deck outside. Sorry, I can't pronounce it when I'm an Australian. Come out with all kinds of dodgy wording. Right on. Let's move on. Actually, what does that say? Paddy Mount. I don't know, SpongeBob. Okay, that will do. Whew. I think that'll do just to ease things off because we don't want to overdo it, okay?
Okay, so let me know your thoughts about this video. Did you pick up on anything strange or odd to do with Dylan Rounds? Was there any key discussions to highlight, to bring up into light? Feel free to do so. Any questions or additional points you wanted to add on, feel free to list it down below in the comments section, okay? Because with these discussions, new things can come out of it, providing like people are present to watch and then talk between each other, such as in the live chat. So thanks to everyone who's watched. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye and good night for now.